I have no clue where that extra sound came from. I don't know what's going on because I just turned on. Was that a defensive touchdown? Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Rafael. Rafael Chaucin Montillo is in the house. How you doing? Okay, here it is. It's interception. Oh, it was thrown up. Okay, no. So it was an interception and then a quick touchdown. Okay. I feel good in the fact that I picked Detroit Leon. If you were watching the show from earlier, I'll turn this down a bit because God forbid I get a YouTube strike for actually having the sound of the game. Because what's it on Prime Video? Remember when it's like when YouTube actually has the Sunday ticket? Oh hell no! You can't have anything. Can't have anything about something else on there. Did you hear about Max Crosby? No, I did not hear about Max Crosby. Jeff Reynolds likes my video. Thanks. Jeff, you're on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube, please. Hey, Clayton. Thank you for being here. And Clayton likes the video. Thank you there, shipmate. And he's on Facebook. Try to come over to YouTube. It's better sound. But Kaylee, what are you talking about with Max Crosby? Kaylee, come into the show. It would. Oh, he hurt his knee. Oh. Well, Kaylee, I will say this. I will say this. The way that the Raiders have been playing as a whole, not just Max, but the way that the Raiders have been playing as a whole, even though this is the only home game they have all year. And you heard that right. You heard that right. The home game in Los Angeles is the only home game that the Raiders have all year. Seriously. Because you saw the debacle that was the Steeler country, not effing nation. I defy any. God, it pisses me off hearing that crap. Steeler Nation. Ugh. Hey, thanks, Clayton, for hitting there. Let's get the dub against the Bears. Hey, Broncos definitely need it. I'm letting you know, Clayton, that Richie Riche thinks the Bears are going to win. I don't know. I think if the Broncos play to their ability, they will. If the Broncos play to their ability, I think they will win. Bears are horrible, and Vikings are too. So this is the game. Yeah, they're both tied. Packers and Lions are both tied at 2-1. This is a very pivotal game for the NFC North. Hey, Thrash, thanks for coming in. By the way, on the other game, and Thrash, if you want to come in this time, and I know that you like because did we ever get a chance to have Thrash come in? Because I know that he was going to come in one time. And he came in at the very end. He was actually after the show. I can't remember, Thrash. I'm sorry. I know you were going to come in. And it's always good seeing you. We'll see. And Kelly's in Illinois, I think. I don't think the Bears are going to win any games. Well, the one good thing about that is if they have the worst record in the NFL, they're not looking for a quarterback, right? Because they're all in on Justin Fields. So they're not taking a quarterback. So that they would entertain whoever the hell wants to take. And this is we were talking about this as well. Oh, nice tackle. I don't know who Sutton made a hellacious tackle on the running back. I don't know if you guys got Prime. I do. But it was like a pitch rollout, like a kind of like a wishbone play. Quarterback pitches it to the running back, and the running back lost like 3 yards. but the safety or the cornerback, whatever Sutton is, just upended him. Pardon me. Yeah, I know you're in Illinois. See, I remember. And definitely permission to come aboard. Yeah, yeah. Technical difficulties. Got to figure out when the show ended. Yeah, I know. Come on in, Thrash. It's Thursday, and just like last time, I still have, and it's not good. Diabetic neuropathy. Diabetic neuropathy. It just the pain, the pain. I'm getting used to it. I don't like saying that. I don't like saying I'm getting used to the pain because I need to take pain meds, but it hurts. Got to shower. Oh. No, we got to look good on camera. I will say that I did shower today and washed my hair. That's why when if you saw the show earlier when I was doing taking off all the hats and whatnot, my hair did get in the way because it's all nice. Yeah, Anna, thank you for that because it's true. Neuropathy sucks. I'm getting again. I don't like the fact when I say I'm getting used to the pain because it's dull. It's never ending. It's not fun. It's not fun. And of course, so I'm having real sugar with the Pepsi. I bought these because these are like the small cans, and I didn't see them in Coke. I like Pepsi. I like Coke better. I like Coke better, but sometimes you get more of a sugar rush with Pepsi. Now I smell from work. I'm too ugly to look. Are you looking at me, dude? Thrash, come on, man. I have to sneak up on a glass of water. The only reason why I can have a drink is because it's already here. But we're already bitching about what the Raiders are going to do. And like I said, if Max is injured, that does not bode well. And here's the other thing that as soon as Ref Guru said that John Hussey is our ref, we're losing. It's a big L, L. It's a loss because Hussey is the referee. If it's a win, it's in spite of Hussey. It hurts. I got my sweet tea and I got half a mini can of Pepsi left. I've been living it since 2011. Are you guys still seeing me? Because I have a spinning circle of death. Okay, there it goes. Why is this here? I don't need. Pardon me. Plus MS, fibromyalgia, stiff person syndrome. Oh shoot. Which one is Hussey? Hussey is one of the worst referees in the NFL. Trey Blake, the guy that we just had, is a Raider hater. And Mahalik, his referee, is a Raider hater. So when we, and again, I say we, the royal we, when you watch the show on Thursdays with the NFL Nation Live where Ref Guru goes over who the crews are, he's going to tell you if we're going to get screwed, or most of the time the referees are going to screw us anyway. Got it. Look him up, John Hussey. He's a living, breathing a-hole. But he's our ref. Are you going to the game this weekend? No, I'm not. let's just put it this way. I won't get into all of the big things here, but I will not be going to any games that I haven't already paid for, and even those games that I've paid for, I might have to sell. I'm not going to go beyond that. But Captain Jack is going to have to tighten up the old money belt. So it's not fun, but it's true. I am supposed to be in Vegas for the Monday night game against the Packers. Wow, wait a second. If the Packers are playing tonight on this Thursday, and then they play us on the Monday night, man, that is what 11 days? That's almost 2 weeks in between games. That's almost 2 weeks in between games. That is such an advantage. I didn't think about that. Oh, Kelly sent me a photo. Wait a second. Hang on, folks. I gotta look at this. Kaylee's in our audience, and she sent me a photo. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, it's the weather. Are you? You're not in Destin, are you? Are you in Destin? Well, if Kaylee's in Destin, I don't know how far away I am from Destin. Oh, that's up in the Panhandle. That's a bit away, honey. Destin is up in the Panhandle. Breakfast was awesome. Yes, it was, Anna. Thank you for that. It was great, and Shira loved meeting you. Shira, it was a person that had never been out with Raider Nation, and I got a chance to have her come and enjoy all Raider Nation. It was great. Oh, you're going there this weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah, Florida's a hell of a lot nicer than it is in up north. It's hot, but it's not as hot as it is, in like, well, it's what? It's September. So yeah, it's not July, August hot. Jimmy Farrell, how you doing? Yeah, Destin is up in the Panhandle. Bosa might be out. Thank God. Hey, Matt Lincoln, how you doing? Sugar honey iced tea. I thought you were reading all the things that I. Is it a fumble? Oh, it might. Oh, is it? Do the Lions have it? Do the Packers have it? I don't know. The Packers say they got it. The Lions say they got it. Let's see here. So I know he touched it. Okay, he touched it there. He touch. So it's anybody's ball. I don't know who got the ball. I'm glad she had fun, but Sunday was hot. Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, it was 88. It felt hotter. I would say the good thing about. Oh God, sorry. The one good thing about it's only going to get cooler. It's only going to get cooler as the days go on. Okay, Packers got the ball at their 8-yard line. Aloha, cat. Hey, Rick. Good to see you, brother. Why did he pick that? Yeah, it was. It was stupid. It was stupid. He's coming at you live. My boy, Richard Davis. Thank you there, shipmate. Thank you. Good to see you. I got a chance to see you. I haven't seen Rich since Canton a couple years ago. And then I saw him this weekend. Good to see Richard Davis. Good to have Rick come on board. This is a must win. No, Jimmy G's not starting. I got it on good information. I got it on good information from Anna Diaz, who did my reporting from Vegas from Channel 5. The Channel 5 stated that Jimmy G is not starting. Do we get a win Sunday, Captain, per Jimmy Farrell? I don't know. Both myself and Coach Defense, we were talking about it on the Wild Wild West show yesterday. We don't know what teams are going to show up. What Raider team is going to show up? What Charger team is going to show up? I don't know. But I tell you what, but with Hussey being the referee, I'm going to say no. Knowing that Hussey's our referee, I'm going to say no. Who is one going to be our quarterback on Sunday? Kaylee, that is the question of the night. I would like it to be Aiden O'Connell. I'd like it to be Aiden O'Connell, and the reason why is because you need to know what you have with your quarterback as soon as possible. And he is the draft pick. He is, quote unquote, the future, right? Ed Winchell says Hoyer will start. He's going to get a lot of boos. He's going to get a lot of boos. Why start Hoyer? I mean, honestly, why start Hoyer? Hoyer is a relief pitcher. You know what you got with him. He comes in and cleans up. You don't start him. Honestly, this is my opinion. Rick says Aiden O'Connell. I hope so too. If Raiders lose, is McDaniel on the hot seat? I don't think so, because he seems to think that he's got a job next year. But it all depends upon, did he lose the locker room? Did he lose the locker? Because if McDaniel has lost the locker room, then I think he should be run out of town. But if Mark Davis doesn't want to pay another coach, and this is the other question of the day. I got to move my arms so that maybe I can work out this muscle stuff and the nerve stuff. But he doesn't want to pay two coaches at the same time. Hoyer is basically a player with a whistle to teach. Yeah, I agree, Rick. I agree. Kelly said you heard it. Okay, Kelly, what's the source? Seriously, I always ask. I heard this. What's the source? What's the source? Oh. What's the Ed Winchell? Is that the big secret? Is that the secret that Chandler Jones keeps referring to? What story about McDaniels has something to do with Aaron Hernandez's murder? So McDaniels had Aaron Hernandez murdered in prison? Is that what you're saying? That McDaniels had something to do with Aaron Hernandez being murdered in prison? Wow. I don't know what to think anymore. There's so much crap. There's so much crap going on. I don't know. And I can't stand crap. I mean, I was watching, because before I went to bed last night, Moneyball was on. I love this scene. He's like, there's the high spending teams, Then there's the low spending teams. Then there's 5 feet of crap. And then there's us, right? For the Oakland A's. That's the way it is with the Raiders right now. There's the high spending teams, the low spending teams, 5 feet of crap, and then the Las Vegas Raiders. And that's what it feels like. I have a feeling a multi-trade deal is in the works. Rick, I got to see something. Jones is saying that McDaniels had Aaron Hernandez killed. You know what? I don't know. And Kaylee said you heard it too. I don't know. I don't know. I mean I wanna hear all of it because remember there's a bunch of different crap going on. Seriously, there's a bunch of different stories. I don't know what the stories are. I don't know what the stories are. I don't know. But it'd be interested. And anybody that wants to talk about it, seriously, anybody wants to talk about it, I'm gonna open up the studio in a little bit. Come on in and talk about it. Because there's a couple people watching. Couple people watching. And Anna said that she put the link up. I'll explain about what. Oh, I want to listen to Anna. Yeah, I want to hear what Anna, because I like to listen to Anna's stuff anyway because she keeps us squared away as far as traffic and all that other stuff. So I'll put the link up, and it is an F3 circ. Hey Ed, did you hear from Montana and Johnny Cash any? Because I'd like to get next week's game wrapped up. If you did. And by the way, you can call me after the show if you're up. If you're up, I'd love to get a status update from the great Ed Winchell. I'm gonna put the link up. Come into the show. It's always good to hear from everybody. What? Why is it? Come on now. That's not really. Let's see. Is this paste? No, that's not what it is. What is going on here, man? Okay. There we go. Copy. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to paste. There we go. All right. Hit the link. Chandler called Aaron his twin. Well, I tell you what, Aaron Hernandez was trouble from jump. Even before he went to the University of Florida and he hung out with the Pouncey brothers, they're trouble too. I've heard other things. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth because I don't want to be killed. Seriously, I don't want to be killed. I've heard things, and I'd rather not be on the receiving end of the shiv. I would rather not be on the receiving end of a shiv. And if Chandler Jones is his twin, then Chandler Jones is trouble too. And if Chandler Jones has mental issues, like I said, I'd like for him to get well, but F him in his contract in that respect. F him in his contract. And I'll put you on in just a second. So we're already diving in. Anna's going to explain something. I'll let Anna get that last puff on her cigarette. You puffed in? You're good? No more puffing? All right. Okay. And Jimmy Farrell even said what I'm even thinking is if this is all true, Mark Davis needs to go as well as so. Yeah, it's all a shite show. It really is.
Okay.
Anna, what are you saying? Let me explain.
Okay.
What are you hearing? What are you hearing?
I woke up this morning to a Facebook post of Chandler Jones' latest tweets. And
Uh-huh.
apparently, not only is he accusing them of murdering Aaron Hernandez, which is a bunch of hogwash, also too, he's saying that that Max Crosby was forced to get that, that Alcoholic Anonymous symbol that he has, that tattoo. He's calling it a slave mark. So I'm gonna tell you guys this from a neurological standpoint of view. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if many people are aware, but last week he was committed to, Metro showed up. He must have
Mm-hmm.
said some choice words for them to have taken him to the hospital, and he must have said some choice words to where it caused concern. That's the only way they will commit you to one of the facilities here. And he was currently at a facility on the west side of town. They were trying to get him help.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he must have said some choice words. But from a neurological standpoint of view, I strongly believe that he's refusing an MRI. I strongly believe that he does have some type of brain injury, whether it being a lesion, an aneurysm, something's going on in that brain of his to cause him to be in this delusional state. Because
Mm-hmm.
it, I mean, I deleted my Twitter. I got sick and tired of all the ugliness on there. But from what people post and from what I read from it, it sounds like he's in a delusional state. And right now he it's a cry for help to me. And I
Yeah.
and I know there's something wrong in that brain of his, because when I had two active lesions in my brain, I was seeing things that weren't there, and it's very painful, and it makes you unstable. And so for him to be saying all these things that are just like out of the ordinary, you know, I don't think they're true. I,
Yeah.
you know, I don't believe that he's
He's
not in
not.
his
He's
right
not
state of
there.
mind.
Right. He's not there.
And they're trying to medicate him. They're trying to get him to take medication to help him. And I do believe that he is refusing an MRI, because otherwise they would have said, "Oh, his MRI." No, there is nothing of an MRI, CAT scan, nothing yet. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they're trying to do. But the thing is, as long as he's refusing treatment, as long as he's refusing to get the help that he needs it. Okay, I'm afraid he's going to be out of control. He's going to say things that is going to send everybody in a tizzy. I mean, because all these accusations against Mark Davis as well, had they been true, there would have already been a police investigation. There have
Mm-hmm.
already been, all these things occurring that are not occurring, you know. And I mean, and it's crazy. And if people believe that all this about Aaron Hernandez's death, no, no, it's. I mean, Aaron Hernandez. He was. How many years ago did he pass away? You
I'll
know,
look it up. I'll look it up while you're continuing
and
to talk, because that's we'll find out. Because Aaron Hernandez went to prison and then he got killed in prison. That much I
yeah,
remember.
I mean,
Death in
it's
prison.
just it's
Okay,
just
I
all.
that was
I mean, it's all.
uh,
It's just
uh
crazy.
when's the it would be nice if they put some effing dates on here. Okay. I'm looking. Give me an effing date. Okay, 2017. Okay. So that's what, 5, 6 years ago, right? 17, 18,
18,
19, 20,
23.
21, 22, 23. Yeah. 6.5 years ago. Six and a
Yeah,
half
I mean
years
it.
ago. Well,
I'm.
he was killed in prison, or he committed suicide, one or the other. I just know, okay, yeah, he hung himself. Well, here's the thing. Was it a suicide or was it a suicide? We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And then plus
Yeah,
too,
April.
with the people that he was affiliated with at the time, you know, it could have been, a hit from a gang. It could, it could be a wide array of things,
Yeah,
you know. I mean, because
and that's
believe it or
what I'm
not,
saying because
anybody that's on
for the
celebrity status, they are considered a high, hey, if you could knock this person out, we'll give you this, we'll give you this, we'll give you this. But
right
that's among the
and
prison system.
right, and Aaron Hernandez was a gangbanger before he went to Florida. Okay, he was a big time gangbanger up there in his like Rhode Island, I think is where he's from. But he was a gangbanger. The Pouncey brothers were gangbangers. That's all I'm going to say because I live in Florida and I literally, and I'm not saying this for effect. I literally don't want to be on the bad end of a bullet because I know things about Aaron Hernandez and the Pouncey brothers when they went to the University of Florida. I don't want to say it because I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a statistic.
exactly. But you know what, though, Captain? I mean, like I said,
So
all
he
these
might
all these
he might he might have he might have
conspiracies.
he might have committed suicide, but it could have been a hit. It could have been a hit.
It could have been,
Yeah,
we don't know. But to have
yeah.
to say that
All this crap. We
they're
don't know what's going
affiliated,
on.
with this,
Right.
no, that is right there. To me, hogwash. I'm going to say it's hogwash. But but he, as long as
Yeah.
he has access to
That's
the internet,
fine.
he's going to say whatever his desperate mind is telling him. And until,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, mosquitoes out here, but until he gets that help, until he takes the medication, gets his mindset right back clear as day, then he's going to say, oh God, what was I saying, what was I doing, and of course he may have CTE. That's
Right.
another that
Because
it's until they get that
true. But
scans
here's the other
done.
thing. Here's the thing that we've already know. He's already stated that he has no issue. He stated that he's right as rain. He stated things he was alluding to that he has a secret that Mark Davis or somebody in the Raider organization is a child molester. Okay, that's been put out there that Mark Davis has a secret, and then it was alluding to somebody, either Mark Davis or somebody in Raider organization is a child molester. And then they said something about a secret, and he shows up with a Renfro jersey. Like, what the hell is that about? I'm going to blow the lid off of this. Why do you have Hunter Renfro's jersey? So that's throwing dispersions on Hunter Renfro. And then he's saying that Josh McDaniels was involved in the killing of Aaron Hernandez. What is this? Is a bunch of, oh my God.
Okay, you remember back, was it Labor Day weekend when he said that they wouldn't let him in the facility, they locked him out, all this and that. Okay, I can tell you from two different news channels that
Mm-hmm.
they said that weekend nobody was going to be at the facility. Everybody was going to be gone till Tuesday. Okay. And he tried to get in when was it, Sunday morning or something like that?
Yeah.
That's when he started his tirade. Um, that weekend, nobody was there because they let everybody have the weekend off, the 3-day weekend. They wanted everybody to go enjoy themselves, go be with your families,
Yeah.
relax. And then Tuesday, we're going to come back and we're going to, do all this work. Okay. Fox 5 and Channel 13 Action News. Those were the two news channels that I happened to watch that they both said that everybody was going to be gone for the holiday. Okay. And then what happens? He's claiming they locked him out. They didn't lock him out. Nobody was there,
Mm-hmm.
and that that's when I was like, God, what's wrong with him? Is he really that petty? But then as more stuff started coming out, I'm like, no, there's something more going on with this guy. You know, there's something. And from the tweets that I read, I could tell it's a neurological thing. There's something in his brain, and whatever it is, he needs to get it figured out, and he needs to get it fixed before it's too late. Because obviously, I mean, we got a lot of crazy people running around in Vegas, a lot. And you don't know how many times that we see where Metro rolls up, oh, they need to take that person to the nut. No, they'll talk to the person. The person's like, no, I'm gone, and they don't take them because they didn't qualify for the evaluation that they give them to take them in and have them committed. Chandler Jones, on the other hand, like I said, he may have said some choice words that caused concern. And of course, at the hospital, you're evaluated. All patients at the hospitals here, there's somebody that comes in and talks to you because they want to see, well, how's your mindset? And if there's concern, okay, they'll move to the next step, and if that person says, oh no, they're okay, they're okay, they're just in pain or they're just hurt, then okay, they let it go. But in his case, like I said, he must have said some choice words and he must have been acting in a behavior that caused for concern. And that's the only way they will take you and put you, I forgot what my husband calls it. It's a 20/80 something hold, which means that they're going to monitor you for a set amount of time to see whether or not if you are a danger to society or to yourself.
Right. We call that the Baker Act here in Florida because my brother's been Baker Acted so many different times. It's ridiculous. You're on a 72-hour hold so that you don't hurt yourself or you don't hurt other people. And then they figure out after that what they have to do with you.
Yeah. And obviously Chandler Jones was over more than 7 days. And I don't know if he's still in there or not. I don't know what his current situation or location is. But, obviously, there is cause for concern in his case. And obviously, sometimes I'm afraid that he may go to the extreme, from his posts, his tweets, because they're all red flags.
Right. And I say this is like, here's the thing. I can't stand Chandler Jones for what he's doing to the Raiders. Having said that, I want him to be well and somebody to take care of him. And that's two different things. I've said this. This is the third program I've said it on. F Chandler Jones and his contract. F it. F him and his contract. However, he needs help. Let's get him better.
Yeah, that's what I want for him too. I want him to get better because, like I said, I'm looking at this at a whole medical point of view.
Right.
Because I know what it's like when your mind is not 100% there, but yet you're in his case, he may be afraid because he knows that this is going to end his career.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like,
and nobody's going to want to deal with him after this.
Right. Well, this is it. I mean, once he gets cut, it's like he's gone. I mean, this is his swan song. This was like when you saw the movie about the CTE doctor, and the guy went to Dave Duerson, and it was the Eagle guy, and Duerson was still working for the league at the time, and he's like, Dave, you got to help me, and it's like, and he's kind of like, he knows he's gone. He knows he's gone. I mean, and he knows he has mental issues, kind of like Darren Ray has mental issues because he's a Chiefs fan. There you go, Darren, just a little bit back at you. Okay. So it's the way it is. Okay. I want, as a human being, as a caring person, I want Chandler Jones to be taken care of. But you know what? I want his contract gone. And the NFL is, they're going to stick it to the Raiders. Darren says, "Wow, good, good, a little bit for you." But do you think that they're going to give us any empathy? You think that they're going to give us a break? Oh, hell no, hell no. So we're screwed. And but here's the thing: we knew this year was the last year for Chandler Jones anyway. That's why we drafted Tyree Wilson. We knew. We knew that this was his last year because we could get out from under his contract at the end of this year and take the hit over 2 years and eat it. Now we might be able to get a bit of a break. We'll see. I'm not counting on it. If we get a break, it's a bonus. But this is Chandler's last year, and we're eating his contract now because he ain't playing. I'd like to see him get better because he was a fantastic football player for other teams, not for us. But when you say that the Raiders are doing this to you, and that they're out to get you, and that Mark Davis has a secret, and that there's like child pornography and all this, I mean, you better be able to back that crap up. And I don't think.
And like I said, had all this stuff been true, we would have heard already. Oh, the police raided this. The police are, we would have already heard that. And right now it's without merit. And right now, of course, the internet is just taking this and running with it, because it's Chandler Jones that tweeted it himself. But you gotta look at the whole picture. There's something going on, and don't buy into it, and stuff. I mean, because there's so much clickbait out there right now.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. And like I say, if I don't hear it on the news, if I don't hear it locally, I ain't believing squat.
Well, that between you and Bishop, I got Vegas rigged for sports news and sports what's going on. So I appreciate that. And Anna, I got two people that are coming behind you.
I just wanted to let you in and give you my, I'm not a medical expert or anything, but I'm just saying from someone who has medical, all this stuff. I do go to a neurologist. Something's up. But anyways, love you, Captain. Love everybody.
Hey, love you too, Anna. It's so good to see you. And like I said, it was great. It was great. We took good pictures together. You're the pretty one in the picture because I'm just the ugly guy. And Shy enjoyed meeting you. To hang out with Olive Raider. She goes that, and she's an unknown quantity, and she said that everybody just took her in like family because she was with me and Wood, and so we all take care of each other like the family.
Yes, we do. Okay, Captain. Talk to you later.
All right, take care, darling. Thanks for coming in. That was Anna. I'm going to bring Momo in. Momo's next. Hey, Darren, you can come in and talk about, I don't know, apparently there's some big news about Travis Kelce and some singer. I don't know. I heard about it. Jimmy Farrell and Ruben are Davis haters. I'm not a Davis hater. I don't particularly like him. I think that we could do so much better. I honestly believe that. But here's the thing. When the Raiders are no longer ruled and owned by a Davis, it's the end. It's the end of the era. It used to be, and Darren Ray, my friend, the Chiefs fan, he will tell you this. It used to be the Raiders and 31 other teams, right? Seriously, it was the Raiders and 31 other teams. The Raiders did things their ways, and it was, everybody else in the Raiders. When that happens, when there is not a Davis that owns the Raiders, like it or not, we're just one of the other teams. We're one of 31. Oh, okay, I wish. Just finished Yap Legend. We were in a hotel. I can't talk. But okay, well, thanks. Hey, chat your ass off, man. No longer employed, Darren. Get with me. I'll tell you all the BS I had going on. I used to work with Darren. used to work with Darren, so I wanted to get him up to speed. Up to speed. Chat your ass off. It's good hearing from you. So there's that. That's why I'm here doing my shows. But see, the difference is, Darren, is you're retired. I'm unemployed. Big difference. You're retired. I'm unemployed. You see? Big difference. You're living off your retirement. I got a year. That was big difference. We're going to get Momo in here, and then we're going to be joined by Positive Philly and Darren Ray, my buddy, the Chiefs fan. And tell the wife, and why, by the way, Darren Ray's wife, just like Doc's wife, is a Raiders fan. That's why Darren Ray's wife and Doc's wife are awesome, because they're Raider fans, right? And and Doc is nice and Darren's nice, but we love the wives better. I'm gonna bring Momo in. Momo, I hope you're ready. Are you ready, Momo? Uh-oh. Momo, boo. Well, but no, I'm talking about. But you're drawing money, man. You got your big. Momo might not be there. Momo. I'm gonna put Momo backstage. Hopefully, let me know, Momo, when you're ready. Okay. Momo's no longer backstage. Momo, get your stuff together and come back in. Okay. And Matt says, I think Hoyer starts. I want AOC 4. Can't say AOC, because every time I say AOC, that's the skinny bitch in New York. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. Can't say AOC without it being some whiny skinny bitch from New York. Momo came back. Maybe I'm going to try to get Momo back. Maybe we hear from Momo. Momo, you good?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I was trying to get you in, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Other than the neuropathy and the pain and the unemployment, I'm doing okay.
There you go. There's life.
Yeah.
There's life for you.
What's going on, man? What's your take on all the crap that's going on in Raider Nation, man?
It's hard being a Raiders fan, man. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely hard being a Raiders fan, but I want to start with the Chandler Jones situation. That's number one.
Come on and get me. Yep.
It's sad to see him like progress into someone who is very just out of it, if that makes sense. All these allegations, in my opinion, this is all untrue. He's saying things about Max Crosby, right? Max Crosby allegedly touching a little girl. Yeah. See,
is that the stuff that he's talking about with the pedophilia?
Yes, pedophilia. And then Mark Davis is pimping the wives. Please stop it. Like, you just sound like erratic. Like, you don't know what you're thinking. Like, in my opinion, Max Crosby looks like he'll kill a pedophile. Like, that's just my opinion, And it's very sad to see, and it's a very big distraction. I mean, let's start with the Henry Ruggs situation. That was a very big distraction for us also.
Yes.
And it's basically the same thing, but except with AB situation. There's like an AB situation. And I think Chandler Jones for sure has CTE. I mean, 91% of the NFL has CTE. Out of I think it was like they did a test at Boston University, and they found out that like 91% had CTE. But yeah, it's a very sad situation. But I also wanted to touch on the topic of our O-line. Our O-line is very, they're not looking good. That just flat out, yeah, they're not looking good at all.
That's honesty, man. No,
right? And,
they'd have to improve just to suck.
100%, and that's the thing. And this all goes back to one person, McDaniels. Who does
Hmm.
he think he is starting Jermaine Illuminor on TJ Watt? Are you an idiot? Like, please tell me, you think Jermaine Illuminor is gonna pass block TJ Watt? I saw Jimmy G get hit so many times from the right side where it's so embarrassing because me as a lineman, I'm looking at that and I'm embarrassed. Cause it's like as a lineman, we take pride in protecting our quarterback, our running
Yeah.
back. And that's the thing, he just looking at Jimmy G on the floor and just like he doesn't know what to do. Like, man up. Like, come on, it's man versus man. This is all you. You need to step up.
And
Van Roten.
he didn't even give him the courtesy of a lookout block. Because I played offensive line, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what a lookout block is?
yeah. I do. I do.
Yeah, like when the guy goes by you and you go to your quarterback, look out! Not
Yeah.
even a lookout block, man. I mean that was just hard. And again, I played O line, and
Yeah.
I learned that in junior high what a lookout block was. Because I got beat one time, and my quarterback Bubba Carone.
Yeah.
Bubba Carone was at my quarterback in junior high, and he was
Yeah.
my quarterback in high school as well. Was kind of like Jimmy G. He was the good looking. Aren't all quarterbacks the good looking stud?
Yeah.
And he's coming at me. He's like, "Damn, man, you didn't even give me the courtesy of a lookout block."
Man.
So I remembered that from ninth grade. So I did that.
And that's the thing with this online. It's Van Roten. I don't know why he's starting. I really don't. I really
Well,
don't. I don't know.
because they got rid of Bars, and I mean, Bars sucked. So Van Roten, in theory, is better than him.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
And didn't they? Now here's the other thing. Okay.
Huh? Yeah.
Because we got the one guy on injured reserve, and now I think that was Wagner, the tackle, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, did we not? Oh, the guard that we wanted to keep, the big kid, he
Yeah.
got snatched by somebody, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Seattle, I think it was.
Damn it! Because he was the guy that was projected that maybe was going to be the guy, right? At
100%.
guard.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And losing him. So I mean, that sucks because we've lost. And I can't remember what the kid's name. He played for Pittsburgh. Morrissey. He was going to be the center of the future. We threw him on the practice squad, and then the Texans grabbed him. And then we got I can't remember what his name was. The guy that was the big guard that we put on our practice squad, and the friggin' Seahawks grabbed.
Yeah.
This year. And thank God we got Wagner on IR so that they can't grab him, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But we need new blood in the offensive line. And Valerie, thank you for saying Jimmy G is garbage. The only reason why he won with 49ers, they have a good defense. I mean, yeah, that's why he won was because the defense kept him in the game. The defense kept him in the games. And it's like Jimmy G is adequate. He knows that, McClendon Curtis. Thanks there, Matt. He's Jimmy G can do the job if he's upright.
Yep.
If he's upright. But and remember, this was the first week that Jimmy G got sacked because the first other games he ran out of sacks and he eluded sacks because our offensive line. I'm not saying that they're a sieve, but they can't run block and they're having some issues pass blocking.
Cap.
So we need some issues on the other. Hey Momo, can you play? Can you play right now?
Can I play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, get a contract, man. I'll go out there at 58 with a cane and try to play.
I'll enter the draft. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, Cap. What else us Raider fans need to understand is what type of quarterback is Jimmy G, right? We can't, a lot of fans.
Yeah, he's a short to intermediate routes.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
But
Go ahead. Yeah.
but then we have fans who think he's just gonna lead us to the Super Bowl playoffs, like just like that. Like he's one of those quarterbacks. He's a Mahomes. He's not a Mahomes. Number one, he needs a run game, so the defense gets, you know, played on our offense, right? We need a run offense first. That's number one. We have the leading rusher of last year, but our guards and our tackles cannot move anyone. Like that Buffalo Bills
Mm-hmm.
game was very embarrassing. And the reason
Horrible.
why, yeah, you're
Horrible.
telling me. I
Yeah.
would just look at the screen. I wanted to break the screen. I was like, what am I watching? And then let's talk about what's his name? Andre James. Andre James, our center.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he does not have no awareness. He looks at the dude blitzing and he doesn't pick it up. Are you serious? Like, do you like Jimmy G at that point? Like, I need to question that. That's number one. Do you even like Jimmy G? like what's going on here? Like McDaniels needs to fix the whole thing. Like he needs to, and then players like Adams, Crosby, they're tired of it. They're like,
Yeah.
what am I in? Like Jimmy G almost got Devontae Adams like beheaded. I was like, what am I watching? Like, what is this?
Oh, that was in Buffalo, and I saw that, and like he left the field before the end of the game because Hollywood got his glove. I'm like, damn you, Hollywood, you got Devontae Adams' glove because we were sitting in the front row, and I'm like, no love for the old Pirate, no, just a Hollywood gets the glove. So
Man,
it's bad, it's bad. We need, and I thought that last year with Jacobs being the rusher that he was. But a lot of it was yak or rack, like run after contact. It's not catch on that respect. It's run after contact, right? He was getting a lot of rack because he was getting blown up in the backfield and was eluding out of it. But that was because he had the full training camp and he knew what was going on, and he wasn't fat, dumb, and happy with a contract, which he still got a decent contract, right? But Josh Jacobs is not all that in the biscuit. Now, here's the thing, and I will say, I don't know if Sharif's here with us yet, but Sharif reminds us that Josh Jacobs didn't start being the back that he was until game 4. Yeah. And this is game 4. So we will see if the Raiders can get out of their slumber. Yeah. Okay. If the Raiders can get out of their slumber, and it's going to be a matter of Jacobs running, the offensive line not being as sucky as they are, the defense being able to, and I'm not going to say hold Herbert. You're not going to be able to hold, but contain him as much as possible.
Yeah.
And if they can do that, they will win in spite of Hussey being the referee.
100%.
But they're gonna have to beat the Chargers. They're gonna have to beat Hussey and the crew. They're gonna have to beat New York. With the guys.
It's been on our offense, Cap. Like I'm not gonna lie, our defense has done like enough. In my opinion, at least, they have done enough just because of the time of possession and the difference. You can't have your defense out there the whole game. They're gonna get tired. This is just facts. We need more offensive play. We can't go 3 and outs because it's the same thing we had as Derek Carr's at quarterback. It's the same exact thing.
Who at quarterback? I forgot. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Number 4 to me is Aiden O'Connell.
Oh yeah, there you go. AOC.
AOC 4. AOC 4. Please put the 4 at the end because, like I said, every time I hear AOC, just not gonna go there. But okay, but yeah, I mean they got to get the crowd. And Darren Ray, who knows this, Chicago, or sorry, the Chiefs are back on top of the West. Yep. And until such a time that somebody can even sniff giving them some competition, and the Chargers were supposed to, but the Chargers are what? They're 1-2 as well, right?
Yeah, they're not good.
Well, and could you imagine? Could you imagine if the Raiders beat the Chargers this weekend? First off, I would giggle my goony goo goo ass off, kind of like in the old Eddie Murphy respect when I talked with Coach Defense on way. But I mean, I couldn't pick this game. I said either the Raiders are going to win or they're going to lose, and the Chargers are going to win or they're going to lose. I don't know, and he doesn't know either.
Yeah, 100%. But honestly, if we're gonna change anything, we need change this week. I can't see Hunter Renfrow getting 1 reception a game or even 0. You know, Jacoby Myers can't be the only dude you trust with Devontae Adams. Use Renfrow, use Michael Mayer. There's a reason why we drafted him.
Exactly, and I tell you what, Laporta, the tight end for the Lions, is looking all world, and he and Mayer is better than him.
100%.
I know he is, but he's not looking like it. Why? Because they're not giving him any chances. Not giving any chances.
I just need to see this whole team just man up and just go play Raider football.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, if Al Davis was still here, half the shit we're dealing with right now, we wouldn't be dealing with.
Well, if Al Davis was still here, my God, he'd be, I don't know how old he'd be, but he'd be old.
Yeah, no, guarantee. I know damn well he wouldn't take that Chandler Jones situation.
Oh,
he would
no.
cut him on the spot. Yeah, that's just Al.
Yeah.
You know? His little son, Marky Mark, oh, man, don't let me get started on him. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cap, I appreciate you for having me on. And
you got it, Momo. I appreciate you popping in, man. Yeah, I that's all I can say. Hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully. Yep. The best I can say is hopefully. That's pretty piss poor.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will win. Hopefully when I go to Vegas next weekend, I'll have a good time and hopefully see a good game against the Packers. The way that the Packers are playing, I think maybe we can beat them. Maybe.
You're gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll be there at the Monday night game. And like I said, they are playing tonight and they're not playing until next Monday night. That's 11 days off, man.
Yeah.
That's 11 days off. That's unheard of, man.
100%.
Yeah. Hey, Momo, I see you. Like I said, I'll be out in the parking lot. Hit me up. I'll be in J-Lot, and I'll be at like the events. You know, maybe on Saturday. I'll trudge out. Hit me up, and it'll be good to see you. Thrash, we got about an hour, not quite an hour. Come on in, Thrash. I'd like to see Thrash come in.
Thanks, Cap.
You got it, Momo. Good seeing you, brother.
You too.
All right. That's Momo. Now we're going to change things up. We're going to go positive Philly. Why? Because he's here. He's going to talk whatever the hell he wants to talk about. I don't care because it's your show with me. Your show with me because we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. What do we got here? McDaniels offense involved the tight ends and slot receivers. We're not seeing any of that here. Savage, bingo, bango, bongo. You got it, man. What was this about? Remember when the Patriots? I can't call them the Pats. The only time I call them the Patriots is when Doc is on because Doc is a true Patriots fan. A true Patriots fan. And I give him that. Darren Ray is a true Chiefs fan. He's not a Smugs fan, okay? Because Darren Ray's been with the Chiefs for as long as I've been around, 50-something years. He's been a Chiefs fan. I give him his due. He's not one of these bandwagon bastards. He's a true Chiefs fan, okay? So, we'll see. We'll see. Thrash is going to come on in a couple minutes. I'm going to bring in Positive Philly. He can talk. Since '84. Darren Ray only since '84. My God, I was a Raiders fan since '72. Darren, you start out late in life. What are you, a little bandwagon before then? Yeah, but I tell you that the Chiefs sucked in the '80s. Other than when, Schottenheimer. I'll be kind. Schottenheimer had them. Oh, you were a sophomore. Okay. Dude, I was in elementary school in Philly. as a Raiders fan. You were a sophomore in '84. Okay, I graduated in '83. So that was okay. So you were in '84, five. You were in '86. So you were 3 years. So you were 3 years behind me. Okay, and yeah, you did. You sucked until Schottenheimer came in and did the voodoo that he did. But you are a fan since they sucked. What is it? Doc was a fan of the Patriots when they sucked. I got respect for people with are fans when they suck. Right? There you go. Yeah, the cards moved. Okay, we're gonna bring in positive Philly. Go see him.
What's up?
Shot in the foot and Heimer. Hey, you hear there, brother? What's going on? I know I kind of caught you off
You
guard.
became a Raiders fan while living in Philly?
Yeah, I lived in Philly, dude. 72 in Philly.
You should have become an Eagles fan if you were living in Philly.
No. Dude, listen to me. I tell this story. I'm just gonna about ready to tell you that. I went to school with George Blanda's nephew in Philly. Okay? In Philly, George Blanda's nephew. If you don't know who George Blanda is, George Blanda was the oldest player ever to play in the NFL. He was 2 weeks shy of his 49th birthday.
Oh, wow.
He was 48, 11 months, and 2 weeks old. He was still playing in the NFL. Now, granted, he was a quarterback, but mostly a kicker. Okay? But he was the old. And by the way, this is where it is awesome. George Blanda held the record for most points in the NFL ever until Walter Payton broke that record. So when Walter Payton had the points record, he took it from George Blanda. And then when Emmitt Smith had the points record, he took it from Walter Payton. So you can see where the progression was. Permission to come aboard, Holly Chandler, please, honey. Great to see you. Thank you for being here.
Playoffs, Captain Jack. You ready for them?
Ready for what?
Playoffs.
Dude, yes. I know you're talking baseball right now because it's kind of early. Yeah, I saw. I know they lost tonight, but I saw the last out with Pache going up against Bednar. But them coming back and they got the Phillies. It's going to be a matter of matchups with the Phillies. Okay,
yeah, I think we're going to end up playing the Diamondbacks.
Okay, and hey, good night there, Darren. Good seeing you, brother. Keep on with me, man. I appreciate it. Blessings to you and your wife, and congrats on doing the Appalachian Trail. Okay, good to see you there, Darren Ray, shipmate, my friend. Yeah, Phillies in the playoffs. Can we go back to the World Series? I don't know.
100%.
I hope it would be good, but we're gonna have it's gonna be hard because remember the Braves are just so. You got it, brother. The Braves are just such.
You think they're better than they were last year?
Yeah. The Braves are definitely better than they were last year. The Phillies are too. But when you look at how much improved the Braves are over how much improved the Phillies are, the Braves are a better team. Yeah. Oh, the link? Sure. Let me put that up for you, Thrash. I'm going to put. If you want to come into the show, please do that. I'm going to talk with Positively for a while. We're going to talk about Desert Raider says go D-backs. I'm you, Desert Raider. Got to root for my Phillies, but like I said, that's why I keep. Where's my hat? Where's my see? You got to keep your Phillies hats close in hand. Got it close in hand. But what do you think, man? Like I said, I like the fact. Now here's something that I saw, and it was who's going to be left off the 26-man roster. And they were saying that Taijuan Walker might be one of the guys that's left off on this first series because of them, having to have more bats, that they might leave Taijuan Walker off. And they said that
I don't know for
maybe that it's going to be Nola.
Wheeler, Suarez.
What?
Huh? Nola, Wheeler,
Yeah,
Suarez.
well, Suarez is going to be number 3. Dory, good to see you. Hey.
Who else would you put in there?
Yeah, Nola, Wheeler, Suarez, and that's going to be the 3. Well, that was it. Well, and they did but those are going to be the. Dory, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you. Tell your friends. This is all about you coming in and talking about what you want to talk about. Like I said, for example, you got China here. China's talking about the Astros, and there was a lady, and this is funny. You'll get a kick out of this. There was a lady in Peppermill in Vegas the other day, right? And I told her, she goes, she's an Astros fan. I said, well, were you an Astros pre-cheating or post-cheating? And she just jumped up out of her chair, and she's like, I said, I said, save it. Anybody that's going to go after me that quick, I want you to come in and talk to me about it live. And I don't want you to blow all your good material where nobody else can see it, right? So I'm like, save it for the show, because it's always good hearing the best for the show. Go on there, brother. Let's talk.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
Diamondbacks. Now, how do we match up with them, do you think?
I honestly think we would split. I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be a pretty good matchup, honestly. That's what I'm hearing. It's not set in stone yet. We could end up playing someone else, but I think the most likely matchup is the Diamondbacks. And honestly, I think that's the team that most people want to play. I mean, we don't want to see it be the Marlins. I feel like the Cubs would be too easy. And then what's the other team? I think the other team is the Diamondbacks.
Well, remember, it's gonna be the last of the contenders, right? Because it's not going to be the Dodgers and it's not going to be the Braves because they get the bye. So it's going to be the division champ. It's going to be the division champ that's not the Dodgers and it's not the Braves. So it's going to be either the Diamondbacks or the Cubs, right? Or in that division.
Yeah.
It's like I don't remember, but
no, you're right. I'm not 100% sure either, but you're right.
We'll see. But it's not going to be the Dodgers. It's not going to be the Braves. We don't see them until later. Yeah. It's probably going to be the D-backs for the West. Or no. Wait a second. The D-backs are in the same division as the Dodgers, so it wouldn't be the D-backs because it'll be whoever wins the Central. So it's either going to be the Cubs or the Brewers.
No, it's not. The Brewers already have their own matchup against somebody else.
You sure?
Yes.
Because we're locked in at 4.
It's going to be Arizona. I'm like 95% sure it's Arizona.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But you're looking. By the way, I got Thrash coming in. I got China coming in right after
and
you.
Then
Billy.
my Eagles are going to be 4-0 after Sunday. We play the Commanders this weekend, so.
The Commodores, as we always say. And it's like, thank God. Hey, I will say this there, Paz. Thank God you beat the friggin' fake Pirates because I did not want to go live another week. Granted, I haven't been out of the house this week a lot because I've been doing a lot of busy work. I did not want to deal with friggin' fake Pirate fans when I seen them because again, they're just ugh. Oh my God.
That was an easy game for us.
Yeah. Peppermill is good, Anna. It's a great place to go. I've enjoyed the food.
What are the Raiders this year, Captain? 1-2?
We're 1-2, and I don't know if we're going to be 1-3 or 2-2. I don't know. It all depends upon. It really all depends upon which team shows up. Like I said, because when we were doing the Wild Wild West show, both Coach Defense and myself. We were like, we don't know which team's going to show because he's the Chargers fan. I'm the Raiders fan. I said, I don't know which team's going to show up.
Who's the one guy on the Wild Wild West show?
He's the Chargers fan, Coach Defense.
No, who's the dude who's the Broncos fan?
That's Richie Rich. He's the host.
Is that the dude that has the same name as me? I think Givens. Isn't his name like the
No. Alex Gibbons is the Smugs. He's the Chiefs fan.
Oh, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So. Oh, China, come back, China. Like I said, we want to have China after Thrash. We got plenty of time. Dory, stick around. Thanks for Dory being here, and we're gonna hear from Thrash after pause. Pause. When do you see the Phillies? Sorry. When do you see the Eagles having their first loss?
Damn. I don't know.
Look at the schedule.
I know the schedule. We have Commanders, the Rams, the Jets, the Dolphins. Maybe depending. I mean, I have us being like 14-3, 15-2. So,
where's the Dolphins game? Is it in Miami or is it in Philly?
It's in Philly, Sunday Night Football. October
Okay.
27th.
Okay. Oh, good. Thrash came back. I thought he dropped. So we'll see. We'll see, man. I want to
The way
see.
the Dolphins are playing right now. I mean, putting up 70 points on the ponies.
I can honestly say I don't see the Raiders giving up 70 points. Maybe 68. Maybe 68, but not 70. And that's yeah, we play them in Miami in November, so I got to go down there.
You're going.
Yeah, I'll be there. Like I said, I'm going to most of the games I've already paid for.
Okay.
I'm going to most of the games I've already paid for. Hey, pause. Thank you for being here. I said, let's go get some victories for the Phillies. Let's go back to the World Series, brother.
Of course, man.
Let's win it this time. I'm going to talk to China. China's an Astros fan because she's resting on her laurels of winning last year.
Are they even in the playoffs this year? They're probably in, right?
They're not in yet. They're not in yet.
No, interesting.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them not make it.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. Rick, I'll see you in Miami as well, brother. Good to see Rick, okay? I'll let you go there. Pause. I'm going to get the Thrash. Then I'm going to get to China after
Jack, go Birds, go Phils.
Go Birds for you. Go Phillies for both of us. And China, come back. I'm going to bring Thrash in right now. Take care there, Phil. There we go. I got Thrash in here. It's good. Whoa. Where'd he go? Come on. I got
you hear me, Jack?
Yes, I do. I have a touchy system.
Mine's being weird.
I pushed it and then I pushed it like again so it kicked out. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. Welcome to the show, Thrash. It's good to see you. You like I said, the one time.
Thank you.
The one time that we were going to have you on, and I was rolling the credits.
Yeah, my mic wouldn't work for some reason, and then I got it working, and I looked. As soon as I got in, it was the credits. So
I said,
I'm
come
sorry.
back another time. No. Hey, stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. I'm glad that you had a chance to come back in. What are your thoughts? Because we got a lot of stuff going on. What are your thoughts? What do you want to add to the conversation tonight?
Yeah, I don't really know where to, to start.
Just go right off the cuff, man. It's your time.
Well, I what I said earlier in the chat, I kind of wanted to touch on with the Chandler Jones. It almost seems like to me he's kind of like trying to call out and say that he's got CTE without directly saying it. Like him mentioning like all these players like Antonio Brown and now Aaron Hernandez, and he's calling him his twin, and who else did he? Alden Smith, and like all these. I don't know. It's definitely something going on with him. Because I can't stand McDaniels at all, but I just don't think it's McDaniels, and I don't know. There's something going on with him.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. It's like because for anybody that okay, and I'm going to say this for anybody that hates the Raiders because of McDaniels, I get it, and but I firmly believe until he loses the locker room, and that might happen. But until he loses the locker room, and salute to you there, Robert Pena. Good to see you. Don't go nowhere, China. You're next. Come back. Until he loses the locker room, he's our coach. And I firmly believe that Mark Davis is so effing cheap. He doesn't want to pay McDaniels' contract and another coach's contract. I don't know, because we were talking about this last night with Savage when I was on Savage's show. By the way, Savage, it's called I think it's called the Grudge Match. It's Savage and was it oh my God, not Anarchy, but I'm forgetting what Ken's name is. Old age stuff. Grudge Match. Check it out here on YouTube. They have their show on Wednesdays. But I was on the show and I said that is Davis still paying Gruden? Some people are saying he is. Some people are saying he isn't. So it could be that if he just say he is paying Gruden, he would be paying Gruden. He would be paying McDaniels, and he would be paying whatever coach is coming in after. He's chintzy. He doesn't want to do that. Cage Match. Thank you there, Savage. Go see, and it's Asylum. Like I said, I'm going to call it old age stuff. It's Asylum. It's Savage. It's the Cage Match. It's here on YouTube. Go check out their channel. It's fun. It's fun. I came on late, but he doesn't want to pay that money. I mean, remember, this is Mark Davis, the guy who has a damn van, lives down by the river. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of money. He goes to PF Chang's and Hooters. Okay,
the Mini Cooper.
He's a tightwad. Yeah, he's a tightwad. So
I kind of have something to add. I can't stand McDaniels. I don't think it's going to work. But there's a part of me that's like, we kind of got to stick it out a bit. The constant change all the time does not benefit the team either. We're constantly getting a new coach every few years. We're constantly in a new system. The players are constantly having to learn a new offensive system, a new defensive system, and there's no continuity behind it. And then every time they bring somebody in, then they get rid of a bunch of players. Then they bring in a bunch of players. When Gruden was here, I couldn't stand Gruden either. I was calling for his head too for the first. I don't know, about 2 or 3 years, he came back.
Was it Gruden 1.0 or 2.0? Because I like Gruden 1.0. 2.0 I couldn't stand. Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it.
No.
But he did start to get stuff out of the players in that fourth year, it seemed to me, even though with all that problems we had during that season, because some of that is on Gruden. It wasn't all Bisaccia either, in my opinion.
Right. The players were playing. Now, Bisaccia got a lot out of the players that were on the roster, because I keep saying this. What was the Raiders' record in one-score games under Gruden Bisaccia that year we went to the playoffs? I think we were like 8-2.
Yeah,
one-score games. The next year we were it was like 6-2. The next year we were 2-8. Totally flipped it. So we got to win the close score games. You got to win the one-score games. We did it with Gruden Bisaccia. We didn't do it last year or the year, but whatever year it was. I'm losing years here, and it's like, well, McDaniels took a quality team and destroyed them. No, it was smoke and mirrors when they got into the playoffs the year before. And I will say that it takes 2 to 3 years to build what you want. It takes 2 or 3 years to build what you want. So if now, this is why I said, if he's lost the locker room, and that's the difference, okay? I'm sorry, I got pain. If he's lost the locker room, then you have the, do I really want a cancer coach to fulfill the rest of the year? If the players aren't listening to him, you get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why try to go through all that time to build it when it's never going to work in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now I got to ask you, if we get rid of McDaniels, okay?
Yeah.
Who would you like? Who would you like to be? Because I've heard Harbaugh's name. Hey, Vicky, good to see you, sweetheart. I've heard of Harbaugh's name. Who would you like if we get rid of McDaniels?
I don't know. I kind of would like a more of a defensive type of guy. Like that, like a few years ago when we got McDaniels, I kind of was wanting that Raheem Morris guy from the Rams or whatever. He's like the defensive coordinator.
I know who he is because he was the coach of the Bucs. You don't want Raheem Morris.
No,
seriously, no. Raheem Morris, and I'm biased because I live in Tampa. I will let you know that I am biased because I live in Tampa. Raheem Morris is a coach's or player's coach, but he's not a great head coach. He's a good coordinator, kind of like what McDaniels is, a good coordinator that becomes a head coach, and he sucks. I am sick and tired of coordinators that are good coordinators and suck as the Raiders head coach. Okay?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Norv Turner, Joe Bugle, okay? For 2. Joe Bugle and Norv Turner are the 2 that come out, right?
Yeah.
I don't want that. And McDaniels is another one so far. I got to give him. I want to see the cake. I use the analogy again and again and again. If it takes 30 minutes to bake a cake, and right now we've only had 10 minutes, and was this game 4? We've had 14 minutes of the cake baking. We're not even really having maybe 12 minutes because it's a 17 game season. We've had 12 minutes of the 30-minute cake, and we don't see what the cake's going to be. And yeah, I mean, unless he loses the team, then yeah, get rid of him. And Rob Ryan can come in and coach the defense because people are pissed off. Although the defense wasn't the problems like that. The defense wasn't the problem last week. It was the offense. It really was. It was the offense, not being able to do anything. So I got that. So,
yeah, I'm still not a fan of Patrick Graham, but it definitely improved last week, and he had some stuff. But to me, it just seems like the last 3 defensive coordinators, it almost just looks like the same scheme. It drives me nuts because it's almost at least what I see, it's always the receiver's open and then the DB's like 2 or 3 yards behind him and then they tackle him. But the receiver catches it and then it's already a first down or 7 or 8 yards or already.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just go down the field and march down the field. Paul Gunther was like that. Bradley was kind of like that too. It was a little better. And then now the Patrick Graham.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you ever hear that soundbite of Will Compton talking about Paul Gunther's system?
No, I would love to hear that.
Yeah, he was saying that it was like so complicated that there was just so many plays and stuff in between, and it was so complicated to learn that there was like 50, 60 things that you practiced for the game coming up, but then you didn't even use half of that. It made me kind of think, I wonder if McDaniel's offensive scheme is kind of like that. Like it's actually so complicated.
It
There's
is.
just so much. And if he would just dumb it down a little bit, maybe Jimmy G would be able to start making better reads and stuff like that.
Well, actually, Jimmy G knows the system well because that's why he's here. It just, remember, he wasn't in that system with Shanahan. It's kind of like you need to relearn or you need to re-ingratiate yourself into something that you knew before. Okay.
Yeah.
I know how to speak Spanish, but I've taken the last 2 years. I've taken Greek, so now I'm speaking Spanish again. So I need to relearn the Spanish that I knew before, and it takes a little bit. So Jimmy G knows the system. By the way, McDaniel's system is the Earhart Perkins offense from the Earhart Perkins offense from New England, and it's an offshoot of the same system that we won in 2016. China, I'm going to get you in a minute. I want to make sure I get China in. It was the same system that Carr ran with what was his name? Musgrave, right?
Musgrave,
and he ran that system well to the playoffs, right? It's the same. It's an offshoot of the same system, the Earhart Perkins offense. It's the same system. So we just need to have people that can run that system well. And right now we're not. And like I said, and if you go, and I hate saying this, if you go by the interceptions, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to give you your last out the door. Okay. He threw 1 interception in week 1. He threw 2 interceptions in week 2. He threw 3 interceptions in week 3. I don't want it to be 4 interceptions in week 4. I don't. Well, actually, if you don't play, then it won't happen. But who do you want to play at quarterback this week? And then give me your best out the door after that. Your best thought.
Who do you want to play? My internet's crap.
Yeah. Who do you want to play at quarterback this week? And your final thoughts for the evening, because then I'm going to bring in China.
Oh, well, I for sure would like to see O'Connell, but I just don't see McDaniels doing that. He's going to put in Hoyer, and it's just not going to look good because wasn't it in training camp that Hoyer was like looking horrible and they were using the same players, but then O'Connell seemed like that he looked more professional out there. So
yes, yeah, I agree.
I'm hoping they take that into account, and maybe they possibly are listening to the fans slightly. I doubt it.
No way are they listening to the fans. They can give a rat's ass what we have to say. Honestly, they can give a rat's ass what we have to say, and he's going to play the guy he wants. And I want to see AOC 4.
Yeah,
I think Hoyer's going to be trotted out there. I think he's going to be trotted out there. But hey, Thrash, I am so happy to see you here. I'm so happy to see you come back in. Come back in another. I said, now that we got some things squared away with your sound and your picture, come on in. Don't be a stranger. And thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you, Captain.
You got it, man. Take care. Come back again.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Hoorah. That's my boy Thrash. Good to see him, man. Good to see Thrash. Who was here? It was Dory. Dory hadn't been here. First time on here for me, and I'm liking it. Thank you, Dory. Remember, tell your friends. Tell your friends. Hell. The Packers are making it a game. I don't know how much time is left, but the Packers are making it a game. Oh, man, that is so wide open. He could have had a Coke, a ham sandwich, and a whore by the time he got to the end zone. Seriously, he could have had all that. Jimmy G is here because McDaniels fans haven't Tuck Brady as quarterback retired. Jimmy G was the only halfway decent option left. Okay. They did not get the 2-point conversion, so they're down. They're down 10 with basically a quarter left. 14:52. They're down 10. That's fine. Now's my favorite weather guesser, and I'm going to bring her on. Hopefully, I can make her blush within 30 seconds.
Too late, you already did. But that comment, a Coke, a ham sandwich, and a whore. Really?
Yeah, that's it. A Coke, a hand sandwich, and a whore before he got to the end zone. That's how much. That's how much time he had, man. So what's going on, China? I love making China blush because you see the red come out of those cheeks. Okay.
Yeah,
and by the way, this will be the way. If you want to see a young lady that's got arms and boobs, it's China because it's wonderful. She has the arms and she's got a rack and she's well put together and she's good. There you go. She has better arms than I do. There you go. See, look at it. Look at the arms and the boobs on that. That is awesome. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. And Danny is a lucky guy. Tell Danny I said hey.
I will.
Yeah.
Back to the whole Chandler Jones. I know I was like an hour.
Yeah. Go on.
I was just getting home from when y'all were talking about it. This is what I've been taking for. Yeah, I've been taking a lot of these for about almost 3 years. When I first finally got diagnosed with PTSD, forgive me, my teeth look like I got into a heavyweight match with Ronda Rousey.
I bet you'd kick her ass.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I had some dental work done. I got to go back in a couple of weeks to go get my new teeth. Anyway, as somebody, as you know, I do have PTSD. Dakota, I have Raider at Dakota with me, and I have Danny, and all of Raider Nation's been helping me out. He needs help. He needs to stop BSing and get some help. And this is all these videos he's doing is something's gone on his head. He needs some help, like now.
Right.
Forget and I told this to one of the guys on Facebook, and he absolutely agreed with me. He needs to focus more on this than on that field. Right? Hi, Miss Vicky. And I don't see him focusing and all this BS that he's talking about. I hope this is uncensored. Number one.
Well, no, I mean, we're trying. Let me see. We're trying to go keep the other channel the other night was uncensored. I'm going to try to do one of those, but we're on Roku tonight. So, and I know you can. I know you can keep it up.
Yeah,
in a good way. You're good.
Like I said, he doesn't need to be focusing on football. He needs to focus more on him, because
he does.
If he goes back on the field, he's not going to be good for the team. And then that mess about the whole Aaron Hernandez situation, I was wondering what is he talking about? He's like, I understand he used to play for the Pats for a while, but why? I understand Aaron Hernandez. Like I told you earlier, he committed suicide on the 19th of April in 2017. I smell red flags coming out of him, because he can't focus. He cannot focus on anything. He needs some help. He needs to stop BSing and get help before something bad happens, or he gets, like I meant to say, gets put on the news and say breaking news, Chandler Jones, yada yada yada, unalived himself, and that's not what we want. If he actually reached out to the Raiders, they should have done something like this a long time ago, because he's not right. He's not right upstairs. I mean, the whole CTE thing. I mean, I know a lot of athletes, football players, wrestlers, all of them, they have that problem. They just don't want to tell nobody. Y'all need to.
Right.
I'll tell you this to all the to everybody. I don't care if you're a football player, military, whatever. If you have a problem, please go to your health provider, because you cannot leave that untouched. You can't bottle it until it's like, and then one, you're gonna want, if you don't want to do, if you don't want to do anything about it and you do something to somebody, you're gonna be a whole world of trouble. I mean,
Thanks for being here, Rick. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, go ahead, China. I just wanted to see Rick on the way out. But yeah,
no,
go ahead.
you're fine. We don't want nothing to happen to you. Because one, you're gonna want, if you do something to somebody else and you're not right upstairs, either you're gonna wind up getting arrested, or you're gonna wind up going, you're gonna be 6 feet under. You need to get help immediately. I don't give. I know Roku's gonna probably hang you for this one. I don't give a damn what you do.
Oh, you say damn. That's
okay.
Easy. Damn's
okay.
Good.
I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is on your own time, but your mind needs to go somewhere. Needs to go talk to somebody. I've seen too many soldiers, especially at Fort Hood. Now it's Fort Cavazos. Don't know why they changed it still. They had too many people, and there was too many soldiers that committed suicide because they're, especially the enlisted side, because they're first sergeants there, because they're first sergeants, and all them tell them, hey, you can handle it, yada yada yada. You won't see them for another day and a half, because you told them that you don't like. They cry out for help. There is a big. Chandler has got a big cry for help. Yes, Miss Vicky, we know. Kids do get cancer too. Exactly. I had so much stuff bottled up with my great grandmother passing, with my mother-in-law passing, my father-in-law passing, and then, well, my grandmother passing. I had so much on my mind. I had to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then what, my great grandfather's health going on, and he's almost 95. And that's the reason why Danny and I decided not to go to the Miami game, because we were going to plan on going to Miami in November, but with his health, can't do it, because we don't know when's his time. And it makes me worry that if I get into a big depression, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a little misty-eyed right now. If I get into a deep depression, I have Dakota with me. I have Danny with me. I'm thinking about going back I'm getting ready to head back to the gym pretty soon. And it really soothes me when I can just get all my frustration out by lifting weights. But lifting weights can't do it. If I have to go, like one time, like last weekend, Danny and I went to the store, and not even 5 minutes before we even got, we even checked out. Dakota asked and said, we're going to get too crazy in here. She already knew outside. So she knew what was going on, because she felt my anxiety kicking in, which was absolutely great, because she's like, we're going back to the car. But but the Raiders need to, especially the front office, the Raiders need to do something about all their players, because whatever's on their mind, they need to talk. And it's nobody's, I don't know if anybody's doing it, but they need to step up and talk to their players. It's not just the Raiders, but all teams, all 32 teams. Oh, yeah. This is serious. I'm
Well,
sorry.
well, actually, I think that they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they've done above and beyond from what I can infer, because I don't know, but what I can infer is that they have said nothing that would go against HIPAA for
Mm-hmm.
violations of his personal issues. They said
Mm-hmm.
that Chandler Jones has had his personal issues
Mm-hmm.
and he's working them out. They didn't say he's off his effing rocker. No,
Mm-hmm.
they said he has personal issues which he needs to work out, and they've left it at that. They're trying to get him help, and that's why I'm saying. And I've said it on this show and on other shows. I'll say it again until I'm blue in the face. I want Chandler Jones to be healthy, but I want that effing contract off of the Raiders' books.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Because when you talk about conduct detrimental, I mean his outbursts are doing nothing to help the Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
and it's horrible what it's doing to the Raiders, and
Mm-hmm.
not just it's to his teammates.
Mm-hmm.
I want him off the books. I want detrimental, but I want him healthy. And those are two different things.
Yeah.
I want him healthy, but I want the Raiders not have to pay for somebody that's not helping out. And
Right.
you can say, and that's why like Jack Kenna was calling him McShady. And I'm like, there's nothing shady about that.
Mm-mm.
He's trying to do what's best for the team and what's best for the Raiders on the cap and what's best for Chandler, from what I can see. And when Chandler Jones says that the Raiders have issues with pedophiles, where's the evidence?
Exactly.
And by the way, if it's true, then whoever it involves needs to go and needs to be crucified to the fullest extent.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. They need to get to whoever is the problem. If there are no pedophiles on the team, then it's all hearsay bullcrap from a guy who has issues.
Mm-hmm. But and then back to that disaster from Sunday. Oh my God, I wanted to chunk something on my TV.
And you got about 5 minutes to get it all out.
Okay.
Can you get it? Can you get it out in 5?
What in the holy God knows what happened? What was that? You going? Wait a minute. You went from putting your foot on the gas to letting off of the gas, and you had too many. You let the Steelers run you over. I mean, the defense. Yep. Oh my God! I don't know anymore. If we can do that against the Chargers, we'll be. I mean, if we can get everybody back in sync against that team from the West Coast. Oh, I just said the Chargers anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if we play up to our standards of what we can do, the way the Chargers have been playing, which has been mediocre, at best, they're killing themselves. We are too. The dynamic that I don't like is the fact that Hussey is our referee.
Oh God!
With Hussey, if the Hussey is our referee,
I can see flags screwed. Out the wazoo.
Just like when Blake was our referee last week, we got screwed.
Oh, I believe it.
Blake and his crew.
I heard about them. But as far as quarterbacks run around, Hoyer, I'm sorry. After I've seen the preseason game, I don't know how many. I think it was like he busted out 2 or 3 interceptions. Aiden O'Connell. I'm not gonna call him AOC because that reminds me of me and you both.
That's why I say AOC4, because AOC is a skinny Latina bitch from New York. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I said it. I said,
yes.
and if I don't care if you don't like it, because that is AOC. AOC is the skinny Latin bitch from New York.
God, she's dumber than dirt. Good God.
So anyway, that's just it.
Ain't no O'Connell. I when I saw him during preseason, he was actually good. He looked like, I would say he looked like a young Drew Brees, but
he gets it.
Yeah, but he gets it though, exactly. But
he gets it.
We don't know what the HE double hockey sticks freaking McDaniels wants to do. If he wants to put her in, I can already see about 10 interceptions in like 10 seconds.
Right, and see, I'm going to say this. You can give me your knowledge on it, because I'm going to have to do a wrap up in a bit. Here's the thing: if you trot out Hoyer on a home game, and this is a home game for the Raiders, this is the only home game that's guaranteed for the Raiders is in Los Angeles.
Right.
Okay, if you trot out Hoyer for this game, you are going to hear the crowd for Raider Nation boo their ass off.
I believe it. Yeah.
Boo their ass off.
I believe it. Yeah, I definitely believe it.
Because, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think we need to put AOC4 in there.
C4 in there. Yeah. Because you can probably hear me booing all the way out in College Station. If you may notice, right here, my bedroom, my beautiful bedroom right here. Even though it looks like shit, but excuse me.
I got in your bed. Don't tell Danny I got in your bedroom.
No. Oh, and also me and Danny had a little.
No,
not that. It was during week one.
No, don't. I don't.
No. It's when we were playing the Broncos.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Because you're three. It's 2 games a year, if not 3, when we play the Fish. You guys are not, because Danny's a Fish fan. Yeah, and like I said, best to your dad. I know you wanted to go to Miami because of that. But yeah, I'll be in the trenches in Miami for you. You take care of you, and I'm going to say this to you as well, and I have no problem saying it. I was on the phone yesterday and today with VA counselors because I got a lot of crap. I got a lot of crap going on myself. Yeah. So I understand. I hear you, and I need to take care of me as well.
Yep.
And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that as much as possible. And I thank you, and I thank Squid and all the people that say, hey, it's okay not to be okay. Exactly, and all the things like that. Take care of you and go and be stronger for another day. Sweetheart, you take care. I got to bounce.
All right. Love you.
Love you too, honey. You take care. Big squeezies. All right. Be good, darling. We'll see you.
I will. All right. Bye.
Bye, hon. All right. That's China. Good to see China in here. Bye, honey. And Vicky, I sent money, and you know what my status is, Vicky. I sent money to Janice for the raffles. So make sure that gets put out for the raffles. Hopefully I can win something and help the kids out. Ed, Ed, please don't go to sleep yet. I want to hear from Ed after the show. I got to get out. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow is Friday. For the Raider fans that are going out to LA tomorrow, take care of yourselves. Let's bring back a victory. I'd like to say that. It's possible. It's possible. But you got to win against the Chargers and the damn Reps, and that's hard. So take care. I will be back Sunday. for the regular show on Sunday. I'll be up early on Sunday. I'm going to be on the Mac and Jack show on the Northeast Streaming Sports Show at 9:30 in the morning on Sunday, Eastern time. They wanted me to be on the show one time at 9:30 in the morning Eastern time when I was out in Pacific. I was 6 I said, hell no. I was there and I was late. Anyway, the score is, I don't know what the score is, but the Lions, Leon, Detroit Leon, they are kicking their ass, and I was correct on that. Take care, everybody. And remember, get with Vicky and Janice Smiley to help the Raiders kids with cancers go to the game this weekend. Get with them. Let's hook up our kids with cancer to go to the game. Ed, hopefully I'll hear from you. I got to go. Take care, everybody. We'll see you Sunday. Yeah, let's get a win.